figure after my good start, I'm going to make a request. Nicholas, it's me, the manager, Dr. Benji FM, the one that lost all the games. Yes, okay. Well, I've just got a small request. You know, things have picked up recently. You know, those draws that we've had. Yeah, I was thinking. Have you seen that wall behind the goal? Of course, yes. Well, expansion time. I think it's about time we got some seats where the wall is. All right, great. I was thinking 1800 sounds great. Yeah. No. I was going to say 1800. Yeah. No, so my Italian's not good, so I didn't know. Okay, but we're going to have that then, are we? When's that getting done then? End of the season, not a problem. So start next year, there'll be a hello. Okay, that was abrupt. Never mind. On the plus side, the wall's going.
3, 2, 1, go.
Welcome back, folks, and there's the confirmation. I'm pleased to announce that plans are afoot to expand our stadium. The planned expansion, subject to approval, will increase the stadium capacity to a provisional capacity of 20,835. That's 1,835 more, and for £3 million. So, what's that per seat? That's about 16 grand a seat. I don't know if 16 grand a seat. They better be like the Odeon cinema seats, because that is a rip-off. It'll be completed by July, though. Hopefully I'm still around. Right, folks, things have been up and down since we last met. Let's have a look. So, since our 2-1 win last time out against Carpi, which gave us 3 wins in the league, looking good, we then followed that up with a 2-0 win over Perugia Calcio. A win, I know. Dorian Heiser in the 90th minute sealed the deal, largely dominant in the game. Didn't have as much possession, but did win the game. That might be telling. We then played Genoa. It was a 0-0. Miguel Veloso missed a penalty. Finally, Pozovec proves his worth and makes a save for us. Then a 1-1. I mean, 2 games unbeaten, 2 in a row without losing. Today scored after 1 minute. We scored after 91 minutes. Kristeg with a goal, which it might look like it was deflected. I think you'll find that's just an impeccable swerve. And then finally a 2-1 defeat to AC Milan. Can't really complain. Took a 1-0 lead. Played Kasenga Loaloa in that game. Got a bit ambitious. Basically, they played 3 at the back, so I was like, we'll play wingers. Loaloa, 5 minutes in, scored, but Milan are too good. Bonaventura and Diaz with the goals. And that then brings us to today. We make, for the first time since our first season, ironically, I don't know why that's ironic. So that brings us to today then, where we play a cup game against Napoli, of course, a side this season we've actually beat in the league. We've not made the first round since our first year at Spal. So, yeah, nice to be here. We got through the qualification rounds. And then, a game coming up against Palermo. That then will send us into a winter break for about sort of 3 weeks, where transfers will have to be made. They'll have to be made. So let's waste no time. Let's get straight into the game against Napoli, and this is the side we're selecting. You'll be pleased to know that Hateboer has got a suspension, so he's unable to play it right back, which means that Slower, who is not a natural out at full-back. He's going to play there, though, for us today. We'll get Algazi, Zapata in the centre, Barloco on the left, Pozovec, of course, in goal. We've then got Boy, sat just in front. Not a natural position for him either, but I'm playing defensive midfielders. Usually Algazi would play there. Gazel would play there, but he can't because he's playing at centre-back. Balik, Kristeg, Morrison in behind, Elias Shabli and Dorian Heiser, the 2 players that have scored 5 goals between them this season. Prolific. Right, we've played Napoli once, and we've beaten them, so I'm sure they're going to be fearful of us. I've also put a right back from the under-21s on the bench for today's game, just because we haven't got an actual proper right back. Not that I think he'll do any better, he's not even fit. Okay, we can win this game, and it says there we could potentially play Milan, who haven't actually played their game yet. So, Napoli don't care. They've got Rog, but I don't think Napoli are as bothered as normal. No, Napoli aren't as. That's literally their centre. One's good. They're not bothered, which makes it worse. They're going to go out there without any pressure. No, hang on. We're going to go out there without any pressure. Nobody expects us to get a result. Go out there and get a result. They love that. Look at him now passionately say, "Our faith that you go out there and make the difference." Lovely stuff. Right, control fluid. In terms of the old instructions, looking for the overlap, shorter passing, closing down sometimes, and a lower tempo, playing slightly deeper. Our defence are awful, so I'm making them sit further back. And let's see then. We've had a couple of draws in there. Not one apart from that cup game. So Ravel Morrison, strike on goal, blocked, and now Rog plays it forward. I don't know if Slower is best. Do you know what? He's not a normal wing back, is he? As they nearly score. I don't necessarily think we should look for the overlap with the defence we've got out there today. We will up the tempo, though, just to sort of counteract that a little bit. I don't want our build-up play to be really slow without fullbacks, so we're going to have to play it at least at some tempo. Now, Napoli not taking this seriously. And we are. We're playing a full-strength side as Ravel Morrison. So it's a penalty kick. Tomovic. Red card, ref, maybe, potentially. Right, we've got a penalty. Who's stepping up for this? Elias Shabley is going to have a go. Going to have a go. It's not a raffle, Ben. God's sake. Right, well, penalties this season have felt a bit like a raffle. As he... Well, there we... Oh, you pay your money, you take your chance. And we've bollocks. Right, so still 0-0. We've had a shot on target there, though, so that was good. That has gone down as a clear opportunity, which I think is probably fair enough, but hasn't gone in. So more luck coming my way. Oh, Ben, you're bloody awful. Yeah, because that there's my fault, isn't it? That's definitely my fault. As they've now got a chance. Headed straight in over the keeper from a corner. Seems like an impossible thing to do. Let's look at it in 3 dimensions. Heading it over the goalkeeper. How do you do that? Let's find out, shall we? Right, here comes the corner then, as it's whipped in. Keep your eyes on Pozovec. They've now got another free kick. I mean, they've had their first chance. Penalty now. Now it's a penalty. So, apparently that was never a penalty. But apparently my players are saying it was never a penalty. We'll look at the incident in a moment. So not only have we had a penalty and missed it, we've then conceded it to a corner, and now they've scored a penalty. Hit at about 3 miles an hour. So this second string Napoli side, 2-0 up. All right, I know what penalties look like. Show me the incident. All right, it's a free kick then. And as it's put in... Did you see it? I didn't see it. So at half-time, it's Napoli 2. Spal 0. Show me something different in the second half. What have I just done? Elias Shabley's missed the penalty. He's on a 6.1. We've got Boy out there who's given away a penalty. He's on a 6. I mean, the penalties are costing me here. All right, Toscano's going to come on, and Danny Graham, advanced forward, is going to save us. We haven't got... Him and Seri had a beautiful partnership. Can Graham and Heiser have a similar thing going on? Well, I've gone attacking. I think we'll close down a bit more as well. Why not? We don't really have much of a choice at this point. Defence playing well. Garzel and Zapata both on 6.4s. Brilliant. And as there's 20 minutes to go, we're not in... But Insigne, come on, maybe it's your chance. I've not really seen anything of him this season. It's only a cup game, but even so, Napoli have played about their third team, and we are 2-0 down. I mean, they've got 1 or 2 good players out there, don't get me wrong, but... we're playing what is essentially our full strength lineup. Bear in mind, we beat the team that consisted of like Hamsik and the better Insigne 1-0. So 2-0 I think it was. So that's good, isn't it? Then you give me the reserves to play with, and we're absolutely rubbish. Right, Insigne's on. Plays forward Danny Graham, who's got a Dorian across from him. Dorian! Oh, it's right on the back of the net. Okay, maybe, just maybe, this isn't over. Maybe. Danny Graham, left side. Well, what a cross. What a cross from Danny Graham. And then the deflection. Oh, God. That's the sort of goal we score. They've got a corner straight away. I mean, we've just... The comeback's on, he said. Here we go, he said. They've instantly scored. This game hates me. It just bloody hates me. The ball's whipped into the back post. Nobody marking him, by the way. Zapata, I don't know what you're doing, son. I've got no idea what you do on the pitch for me. If I could release shit in the January, I will be doing. 58% possession. A missed penalty. And we're 3-1 down. Brilliant. Oh, no, could be 4. So, hang about. They're forward on this left-hand side again. They've got a man we're not marking him. We're not bothering with Mark him! No! Don't be... Mark him! Hey, can someone mark him? No, I'm going out for dinner after this. I don't want to get muddy. Like, come on! The ball's put in. Look at it! Look at the state of the marking! Rizzo! I mean, goodness gracious, she's doing well since the Greece, but what is that? Last episode was looking good, wasn't it? Beat Carpi 2-1. Everyone was happy. The Diamond was back. 4-1 defeat. Lovely. Right, Palermo. 3 days' time. They're in 8th. I mean, we got 430k for that. Good. That'll pay for about 20 seats. That said, though, with the January window coming up, we're just going to rest everyone. With the January window coming up, there's a chance for us to really make moves in the transfer window, which I think is exciting. We've got 12 million to spend. Oh, we need to as well. It's all going to be spent. It's going to be a January bonanza. I might have to get Ben Sports News out of the closet. strange way of putting it. Okay, folks, instruction-wise, we're going to change it for this game. Normal tempo, sometimes closing down, so they're sort of on neutral paths now. We're going to change the line, stick to a normal line, look for the overlap still, but stick to positions at the same time with passing on mixed. Everything else, pretty mundane, pretty simple. We're also going to change control over to standard and change flexible shape. Change it to flexible shape from fluid. Team-wise, few changes then. Hatibor comes back in, which means Zapata and Slower are now the back two. I will be signing a defender. The interesting thing about that is, though, that Kiosa and Rakovic will be back at some point. I've just rushed through his name. For the forward, then, we've got Kristic and Balak in the middle. Morrison in behind Diaz and Heiser. We're going to drop Elias to the bench, who in that last game didn't play so well. Dorian Heiser, by the way, for those who'll be interested, he's progressing beautifully. And apparently, he can improve a lot more in the future, which is quite exciting. And he's an international at 17. I mean, for Albania, but let's not take it away from Albania. They'll be World Cup winners in 4 years. Right, we owe Palermo after last time. I'll say no more. Okay then, folks, let's get into this. Spal versus Palermo. They're having a decent season, to be fair, up in 8th, 27 points. We, on the other hand, not on that many points. They're coming forward here. I don't know if you've noticed. 2 minutes 41 seconds into the game. They've scored a goal. Their number 30 has done that, so well done to him. He's got a name which is difficult to say, so I've avoided it. Roris drives forwards, just jogs there. As you can see, a lot of pressure on the cross. Whips it in. There's the wall. That's going soon, I hope. What will annoy me is if they just line up some burger vans rather than actually having seats. I'll be like, why have you put burger vans at the end? I'll go, that's the corporate area. I'll be in the corporate area? They're selling hot dogs here? I don't know who's over there, by the way. They get a lot of abuse from me. Free kick. Ravel Morrison. That's what I'm talking about, Ravel. I mean, to say that's come out of absolutely nothing is an understatement. 25-yarder, though. He's banged it in. You can see here, beautiful angle, 5-man wall. Doesn't stop Ravel, who it's deflected. Of course it is. Never mind. And there's a highlight straight after the goal. How unusual. And now this ends. I've seen this film before. They instantly score, don't they? Yeah, we've been pulled out of position there. And there he goes again. Lots of marking. And there it is. There it is. 2 shots they've had. 2 shots on target. Stop looking for the overlap, work the ball into the box. Clearly our fullbacks are getting destroyed. Still bottom of the league. 5 points off safety. Hold on. Here comes a chance. Hatibor plays it into Ravel, who's got that lovely free kick. Heiser now into Diaz. Are we paying him? I hope we're picking not. He's on loan. And if we are, he's getting sent back in the January. So at half time, it's still 2-1 to Palermo. I'm going to certainly say you've been unlucky so far. They've had 2 chances, really, scored 2 goals. Let's go to a more structured attack. I mean, what are we doing, Ben? No wonder we're losing. The team haven't got a bloody clue what is going on. Although they've been playing the Diamond recently. Picked up a couple of draws. Looks pretty good. I mean, even in this game, got a free kick and then instantly conceded. Right, 40 minutes to go. Can we find... We're not playing badly. I think this is what's frustrating me about the entire season, is that rarely in games have we been... I mean, the last game in the Cup, bad example, but in the league especially, rarely have we been hammered as Ravel puts it in. Zapata! Oh my God, Christian Zapata scored! That is a miracle. It's his 2nd goal of the season, but Christian Zapata, of all people. I mean, you can see Ravel puts the corner in, and Zapata, who has been an absolute liability all season, drives the header into the back of the net, and there we are. I've got a far good... my view of the wall was too good there. It was annoying. And that lifts us off the bottom. Udinese must be dreadful, by the way. And they beat us as well. That makes it worse. Right, 2-2. Attacking structured, maybe. This is... I mean, we've scored set pieces, Ben. We've not actually scored from open play. Right, 15 minutes to go. I'm thinking about a couple of changes. Insigni's going to come on again for Morrison. He's on a booking, struggling for a little bit of fitness. Defensively, we have to just keep everyone out there because we don't ever have any other options. We'll bring Leroy Fur on for Kristig in the middle. He's on a booking. Right, 15 minutes to go. Can we nip in a winner? Can we snag a winner? I don't know what word I'm using. 5 minutes. Time is ticking away here, but there's still time. There is still time. It's a corner kick to Palermo. The counter-attack's possible, maybe. Surely they've won it. Surely they've won it, it said. They've got another free kick. I mean, do they need another goal, really? Do you need one? I don't think you... No, they don't need one. They even decided that. So there we are then. Just when you thought, last episode, oh, here comes the comeback. A couple of draws we had. Now 2 back-to-back defeats again. Welcome to the series, if you knew. I'm far from pleased with the results. I feel like a board meeting's happening soon. We'll see if there's one here. So far, the board haven't said anything, so that's good. How's our security? Stable. Still, they're satisfied. Major criticism. The biggest disappointment is the team's poor performance in Serie A. I mean, excuse the language, but no shit. So there we have it. 11 points after 17 games. The fight for survival continues. It sounds like The Apprentice. Right, there's going to be some transfer action next episode. If you're looking forward to it, do drop a like. If you enjoyed this episode as well, do drop a like. And if you want to see some more, subscribe to the channel. With love, with care, from me to Benji. At least we're getting an expansion on the stadium, if that's something to be proud of. £16,000 a seat. That's money well spent. To be fair, if I could put those seats at sort of centre back, that'd be better.